Arvus, the new big deal. It was the last day of Moshe's life, the 7th day of Adar in the year 2488.
Bnei Israel just heard from Moshe 98 curses, and they were, shall we say, not in the greatest of moods.
This is too hard for us.
Even if we try very hard to keep the Torah, we're sometimes bound to make mistakes and sin.
After all, we're only human.
Moshe calmed everyone down. Even after causing Hashem to be angered, yet, Atem Nitzavim Hayom. Today, you are all standing together, firm and strong before Hashem, men, women, and children, from the leaders of your tribes to your woodchoppers and your water carriers.
Water carriers? Reminds me of Rivka, who carried loads of heavy water for Eliezer's thirsty camels. 10 of them.
Good point. That was the sign. She was the perfect match for Yitzchak, our forefather. And if not for that little water carrier, we wouldn't be here today, listening to the words of Moshe Rabbeinu.
Moshe continued, now is the perfect time to form a new covenant. It's for this generation standing here today and for all future generations. It's a promise between you and Hashem, a deal, a pact, a pledge, a firm covenant to be Hashem's people and keep the Torah, now and forever. But there's a lot more to this covenant. It's called Arvus.
Arvus? What's that?
Moshe continued, remember these very important words. Kol Yisrael Arevin Zelazeh. Never forget them. Every Jew is responsible one for the other.
Even if they sin?
Correct.
Even if they sin?
Even if they sin. After all, there is not a righteous person on earth that does not sin. We must care for each other, regardless of who they are, and work together. Look out for your fellow Jew.
The people didn't have to think about it. They immediately accepted.
It's a deal. A big deal.
A big deal.
The Nitzavim lesson, stand strong, or split and snap. Nitzavim means more than just standing. It's standing strong, united as one.
Time for another Shazak scenario.
Great, another one.
Old A.B. Altmensch was getting very old. One day,
Probably a Thursday, but some people say it was Friday.
he called his kids to his bedside. Listen up, Kinderlach. I don't know how much longer I will be in this world, but I have an important message for you. Old Amy opened up an old box of pickup sticks, took out all 45 sticks, and handed them to his son Yehuda, who was as strong as a lion. Yehuda, roll up your sleeves and break these sticks.
Sure, Dad, no problem. Give me a minute. I can do it. Let me take a deep breath.
As hard as he tried, with all his... and... Yehuda could not break the pack of pickup sticks.
Dad,
He finally admitted,
I give up.
Mr. Altmensch did something strange. He took 5 pickup sticks and handed them to the oldest child. 5 more went to the next child, and another 5 to the next, and so it went until each of his 9 children was holding 5 pickup sticks. No, he wheezed. I want you each to break the sticks you have in your hands. Snap! Crack! Boom! Within seconds, every pickup stick in the room was cracked in half. You see, my dear children, continued the old man, when the sticks are together, they are strong and unbreakable. But as soon as they separate, they are weak and easy to break.
Dad, say no more. We get the idea. As long as we stick together and support each other, nothing in the world can break us.
Great lesson.
Indeed, the lesson is a great one for all of us. Nitzavim!
As long as we Jews stand by one another with Ahavas Yisrael and Torah values, we are standing super strong, invisible. I mean invincible.
Nitzavim!
If you like this Taste of Shazak Parsha video, you'll love the complete video at Shazak.com. You'll also get amazing Parsha quizzers, puzzles, Parsha on a page, and the Parsha post. Use coupon code Shazak for a great discount.